to get all 6 endings in Security Breach, you only really need a bit over 25% of the file. I've been able to delete 74.5% of them, and I'm going to be going from a completely new save to each of these endings while highlighting any difficulties I had in the main gameplay or in my testing, and anything that was way easier than normal. This is going to be all 6 endings in a playthrough, but I'm going to have to, every few minutes or every section, however I split this up, there's going to be a lot of explanation on how things worked and how things, I guess, what broke, what made it fix, because this is literally a miracle that this works. It's crazy. So first, all of these are gone. I didn't expect that actually. I had to go through and delete all the UI because the FAS watch still worked. Can't be having that. It loads up, starting up, stuff like this. But after that, it gets a bit confusing. It all starts up everything. I can leave Freddy, but unless I go like that, I can't move, and then this happens. Really strange. It just grows in size for some reason. If I go right in front of him, I've gotten it to a point that I'm able to do some things. For some reason, I couldn't have the game, or I couldn't have Freddy working with no animations, which is weird. I'll try and fix that later. But we have the intro bit working. We can't skip it, but that's not needed for me to complete the game, so that I'm fine with not having. I've added quite a few of the things back, the models, because I don't even know if I need them or not. So this is all a normal thing. We don't really need Vanny here, so I'm not sure if she'll appear or not. I don't have any animation. Oh yeah, I just added Freddy animations. I remember. The start of the playthrough was one of the most annoying areas to try and make work, mostly because I wanted to see what I could do from building the game from the last video state to the minimum, and that was a really big mistake. The problem with these game files and building it from the bottom up is that there are really small individual files that you think wouldn't do a lot, but actually just contain a giant portion of the game, and you'll see that throughout the whole video. But anyways, if you're confused on the reason that Freddy and what will end up being most other animatronics are growing in size a lot, it's due to the animation blueprints, because they for some reason either control the size of the animations for characters or just are really badly made. This grey square is gonna be there anytime there's an interact, or I think in general, to be honest. There's a lot of this game that to save on files, I've had to figure out workarounds to get to them. Like for example, one of the vents requires a bit of parkour. It's really weird because I've been looking for the textures for like these things and I cannot find them anywhere. Like normally everything else would have textures gone with shading assets, but these things just randomly don't. Now there may be a couple things like these. I couldn't find these in the models anywhere, but other minor things do have a purpose. Like this, you could probably guess as I'm going for all endings. We could get all the collectibles, or at least for what I know you can, and then there we are. A big part of this intro bit is this vent. This took me so long to find what it was, which is crazy to think, but this is one of the hardest bits of the whole thing. This start, like 5 minutes, was probably one of the longest times I spent to try and get some files to work. Yeah, I don't have any collections, but let's say I was able to get through here. Is it even possible for me to go through the vent without like falling out of bounds or dying? No. Okay, it's not. Okay, so we need collectibles working, we need the vent working, and then we'll go from there. This vent section was a headache when trying to start the playthrough, mostly because, as I said, some of the game files that I needed are just random files, and most of the vent models are basically that, where even if you add every single item with vent in the name, you will still be missing either half of them or not even a single one will be there, which is really stupid. Right, this should now be working, but I had to add back a good amount of files. Where's it gone? There it is. I had to add back all the props, and that is a lot. So I want to see if I can remove a ton of these. But for now, we need to just make sure that I can actually go. The vent actually does have collision. I don't think it would be fair if I was to save in specific areas and then just delete a chunk. Or I could just get to an ending of the game. Oh shit. I can walk out of here now. Okay, I don't want to add any more files. So this might just be the first hurdle of getting a run that works. But all I need to do is just get into the atrium. Not the atrium. Get into Rockstar Row, if I remember correctly. Also, I will add back audio. It's going to be a file that I'm going to keep in while I'm playing the game, because it would just be so silent without it. But I'm allowing myself to delete it from the overall file count because it most likely wouldn't be needed. I'll make sure that the endings do work without the audio, but for a full-on playthrough of each ending, then that's a bit of a different story. The worst part about this isn't deleting the files, it's actually getting the endings. That's what's going to take me the most amount of time, I'm telling you now. And these testing runs also contained a lot of strategies that will end up just going amiss because of a random file I added that fixed a ton of the issues, and in this case, the vents. So even though I did spend a long time crafting solutions for getting to Rockstar Row, they were just not needed at all. I think I'm going to separate this list into handicaps and not handicaps, because there's no way I'm doing this without saving. I died so many times in my original playthrough that it's like, I don't know if I want to risk not doing that. I said I'm not going to risk doing that. I have 6 endings to get. I don't know if that's like meant to happen. Let's get the party pass or whatever it's. No, it's not the party pass. Photo pass. Look at me. And then, okay, cool, it does update. Okay, so we can get through even if it's a bit scuffed. Is he there patiently waiting for me? He is. This should be opening. Wait, what? Why does it not work? Okay, that's another hurdle. A big chunk of this game only works after triggering a time like 11:30, which we didn't actually get. But none of these time triggers are any easy to find, which is mostly an issue for later me. But for now, what I need to find out is why this door just didn't open. And I can usually hazard a guess with the minimal amount of game development experience I have. But the only things I could think of is that I either didn't go far back enough in the vents for the time to actually show, or the UI just didn't even show that it changed. And that's the only thing I could think of. But anyways, the main bit is currently getting this door open, because everything that you need after the door opens is just working perfectly fine. I hope this works, because if I did remove the right things, it should work. But I found what it was that was causing me to not be able to open this door. And it's so weird, because it's part of the player UI that causes this door to open. I don't understand how they coded this game. Please work. Okay, we've got it, good. So let's see if the if going down these stairs work now. Oopsie. Why did it tell me to get out? And once again, there's another issue. And this one, while the previous ones were short, this for some reason took me days, because the whole area between leaving Freddy's room and entering the entrance was broken. And by broken, I mean badly broken. This is empty as hell. There's so many missing objects or textures. It's crazy that I can even walk here. So if I was to try and go into my inventory, nothing is going to show up. And this was a problem I had with a specific item that I'll get to later. But this has been a month of trial and error to get everything to work. Sorry, more than that. It's been like maybe 2 months, I think. This bit was another, like all of this, really difficult to try and get working. I'm able to get Freddy out of the room, and I hope I put the right thing in to make sure we could do the intro thing. We'll see though. I might be completely wrong. It's loading. Okay, I need to fix that. After over a day of trying to do this, I have finally gotten, or I think I've gotten the intro part working. Obviously, we know that we've got the party part. Why do I keep saying party part? The photo part bit working. So I'm just going to skip to after that. As you may be able to see, I've had to add a lot of different files. It's like, it's a lot. There's now way more than I would have liked. I don't know if this bit's needed. It hopefully won't be. But there's so many assets now in the game just because of this part. It's been torturous trying to get it working. We can finally go through. And also there's no handrails or anything like this. This would normally be the ender that goes down here, but for once in this game's lifetime, something wasn't too difficult to go through, as the animations and functionalities were actually labeled correctly in the files. But before I do get into the issues I did have, here is how it normally works. So once we walk down these stairs and finish the first aid section, we follow the path up until Freddy leaves us so we can charge, and then that leads us to our first encounter with Chica and distracting her before starting the first chase of the game with Monty and Chica both running after us. I don't know how Chica got there so quickly. And that's before we enter one of the many security officers in this game, and this one tries to force us to use the cameras, and once we use them, it opens up the other side for us to leave, and after avoiding Chica, who again definitely didn't get there first, means we can reach the entrance where the front door closes and we can continue on. But back to our main playthrough, which surprisingly had all the issues I ended up having in this section, but I didn't anticipate a single one of them. I could just walk forward, couldn't I? No. There's still the remnants of a handrail. There's collision here for it. And there's like a big file on this game that's called handrail fix, which I imagine is to stop tricks like that used to be in speedruns. Now, I actually haven't seen the start of the game since I first played it, which is crazy. But this is way less models and stuff than what used to be here. Yeah, that stuff also happens because the lack of animation blueprints. Yeah, these things, I don't know where they are. But the lack of animation blueprints means sometimes that happens. I need to try. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's really not a good sign. Okay. Please. Please, please. That was terrifying. I'm very much hoping that the things I deleted can stay deleted. Alright. Oh, let's save. And now it's the Chica section. You see she's not here at the moment. Now she is. Oh, I'm out of bounds. Did I go the wrong way? I think I went out of bounds. Here's the issue if you do this idea when you've only beaten the game once, is that you get lost a lot, and with the lack of textures and objects that are even visible, everything makes me completely second guess where I am and where I'm trying to go. So for me to even reach the Monty chase, I literally had to watch a walkthrough and mirror the movements they did so that I didn't fall out of bounds. Once I actually had to look at the intro sequence to remember how to do this. That's crazy. Let's look at this together. So if we turn like here, somewhere here is a save. Oh, it's gonna be like here then. Let's get this chase done. This might be difficult. Oh no. It just corrupted the game because I didn't have office card. Right, I know what that is though, it tells me. But once I reached the chase, another issue arose, all because of how Monty's intro works, and this is where he flings a ton of props around, and one of those is a cup that I only had the backup asset for, and it meant it corrupted my game. I'm not joking. Thankfully, while it did sound bad, as soon as I added it back, it was completely fine. But that's not the funny bit. So let's go, and hopefully it doesn't crash or anything. There we go. I don't really know where I'm going, but oh no, I do. You can see that all the animations is just them T-posed. There we are. The cameras. There we go, and now I can leave. Oh no. No Chica. What have I done? Is there a save point that I can go? Here? Or I can try and... Damn it. We're getting really, really close. Uh-oh. Okay, we made it. There we go. And now it's 12 AM. And we've made it out. With us finally through to the entrance, our next objective is to reach daycare, which was one of the most awful things for this challenge when testing, but that's for in a bit, so you don't need to worry. First, to actually get there, we need to find this entry pass and this magnet while avoiding Chica, and then once we have both, we need to find this machine and then jam it after putting our entry pass in, which gives us the daycare pass for some reason. I'm gonna go save here. And let's see if we can get into the daycare. I'm being careful. Realistically, as careful as I can be. Right. I can get over there. But is there gonna be something I can stand on if stuff gets dicey? Please don't see me. Fuck. She saw me. Oh, there's tables. Right, we're good. Yeah, good. Now you may not realize it, but there is... Gonna try and make it over to this bench. Fuck. Where the fuck is she going? Ah, I see. Oh, there we are. To run up to daycare. Please let me let me get that, please. Boom, done. Right. We are now safe. Right, so we've now reached the daycare. This is gonna be difficult. Now, it's not difficult because Moon is like overpowered or whatever, but one generator is really difficult to get to. And we have to do some, I had to do some crazy trial and error to get it to work. But anyways, let's get caught by Sun. Hello! Or something like that. Make a distraction. Oh my gosh. And there we go, behind here. And grab the security badge. To put it simply, daycare is the place we get our first security badge. And then once we grab it, it turns the lights off. And we need to turn on all the generators that are in this playground for some reason. And then once that's completed, we get thrown out. And then the time changes to 12:55. Which means we had to get to a recharge station, and that puts us to 1 AM. And while those small set of steps don't really seem difficult, they were a giant pain, with the first of them being the generators themselves. Oh no. Oh, screwed up. What have I done? I do have a flashlight? Oh, oops. Okay, I imagine... I'm so fucked. I literally can't move. Unless Moon gets me. But I don't know. Let's look. I'm gonna reset. I just want to quickly try and see where Moon is. Ah! Sun's still here? Is there no Moon? If I complete this, will I even be able to... Will I even be able to do that section where you go into the save station? Or is any of this possible? This is. That's 1 of 5. Come on, let me use it. Run. Please. Okay. Okay, that's not what's meant to happen. This would be a legendary place to go if you were a child. Without the generators. 4 out of 5. I think it's just that one that I wasn't able to get in here. If I'm remembering correct. I really hope that it can work without me needing to put anything else in the game. Yeah, it's here. How do you get in? Oh, it's up. Okay. I think that's one that kicks you out. Here? Yeah. Please. Fuck. Oh, this is really... That's not good. That's really not good. The one way you get to this one is through virtue of this tunnel. And that's one that doesn't have floor collision. I'll see if there's any way, because I could maybe hug the wall and maybe that will work. Hope and pray for a solution for. That's really, really annoying. Okay, I nearly landed on that top bit. If I wasn't tiny, that would be fine. This one's going to take a bit of time for me to go through, if I even can. How did I miss the jump? Oh, I nearly got on top. The big thing is that, one second, I wanna check if I do get up here. I wanna make sure I can actually do it, because if I can and I do get on here, then that'll be good. Unless I can like jump through here. Oh, that's definitely possible, I think. I didn't even crouch there. While I'm working on this generator, if you are enjoying the video, please subscribe. It helps out a ton and shows me what you would like to see from me in the future. But back to the video. Oh. Am I being dumb? Okay. There's a way to get up there. But that would require going up here, which... Same situation as the one before. But if I can... this whole plan relies on me even getting on here. But I do want to make sure I can do so. Did I run out of spray? Okay, so that's how we do it. Let's just try and actually do that though. Oh, I did it! Oh my gosh. Oh my. There's no way. I've actually done it. Oh, it's so bright. Right, this should now hopefully work as well. And it doesn't crash. That's a positive. To save on some files, I thought it was a very bright idea to delete the collision of these pipes. The hardest part of this is going to be getting one specific generator. But as you can tell, these don't have collision. I don't want to get soft lock, so I'm not going to be stupid. Right. One generator is right there. Boom. And now this one just here is the difficult one. Because normally this pipe will lead down to that part, which means you can get the generator and then leave. But now that this doesn't have any collision, we need to be very careful. There's no way I just did that first try. And then we can... Okay, fine, we're good, we're good. We can climb up here. Do that, jump here, and then on top of here. And then, if we jump here, and then just crouch through, boom. That's the way we get the generator. Because we've done it now. Right. That was... I thought that was going to be way harder than it was. But it wasn't, obviously. And watch this animation. I find it quite funny. It looks like he does that. Oh. Also, Freddy just jumps in there. It looks like he actually closes the door, but he doesn't. Also, Monty just pops right in front of us there. In terms of deleting files, this was the most confusing thing I've ever seen or ever tried to fix. 1 AM was possibly the biggest issue I had in this challenge, not just because of how long it actually took me to fix, but also because of the amount of time it took me before I even realized that they had broken, because in the space of time it took me to fix the issue, which was a grand total of 3 days. I've been practicing and worrying about everything up to the white woman jump scare, because believe it or not, if you don't reach 1 AM, nothing else works as they should. But for consistency's sake, you're gonna only see those after this is fixed, so don't mind if anything's abhorrently different. Anyways, while I list off what I tried, I want you to guess in your mind what you think fixed the issue of 1 AM not triggering. So let's go through what didn't work. First of all, the animations for Sun and Moon, which meant he actually worked in the generator section, so I was stressing a ton. I also tried to trigger the L-chips time change. I then tried to add some UI to both Gregory and Freddy. I added the object of the recharge station and the animation for Vanny and Vanessa. All of those did nothing. Now, if you guess that a random bit of audio worked, you would be correct, which if anyone can explain, I would genuinely like to know why. I have been lost for the past whole day. I've spent a whole day trying to fix 5 minutes in this game. That is so stupid. So let's see what this does. If this does 1 AM, like I'll tell you what I've fixed or what I changed if this works. But like, why? That's so dumb. So I added back the audio. You can't hear anything right now. Audio is full volume, and you can't hear anything unless I've got it. I've not got it muted, have I? No. If you didn't know, the lobby, the whole thing here just loads in. If you go through the elevator. But anyways, where we are going to go is the prize counter direction. I hope I don't get like jump scared. No. Oh, what the f... Please, 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 please. No. I didn't save. Oh, there's not a checkpoint, is there? Wait, there might be for 1 AM. Oh yeah, I think there is. Yeah, I think there is. Okay, good, there is. Oh, I nearly got into that vent. That would have been... I should have probably... Oh, that's fine. Now, there were so many attempts at the kitchen while 1 AM wasn't working, but most of them just ended up with me getting annoyed that 2 AM wouldn't trigger, for obvious reasons. Before I did all of that practice though, let me quickly explain both paths that you can choose. The first is going to L chips and completing the whole prize counter section, which probably would have been incredibly easy with the lack of objects. But what I chose to do was the loading dock, where you could distract Chica with a pizza and then get through the changing room area thing, and both of these jump scare you at the end and triggered 2 AM. And the main reason I chose to do the loading dock was just because I hadn't done it before. And unluckily for me, there were a good few issues and fixes I encountered. For one, loading the area initially just crashed my game. Let's see if this crashes me off. Oh my. It finally crashed. I added back the exact asset that it was missing. So hopefully we're all good. Okay. Ah, there we are. Holy. Okay, so... Okay. Apart from the area crashing when I tried to load it, the main issues is that this vent area is missing the floor, which I have to fix in the main playthrough, and the other two issues is trying to get to the Pizza Bot office, because while it's a completely normal journey in the test runs, it was just not the same in the official playthrough, and the Pizza Bot itself was a whole extra issue. But let's actually reach the office. Here is another difficult part, because in this vent, there's a circle area, or like there's a room which normally has a floor, and then 2 vents on the other, on each side. There's no floor, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, I need to now jump. Oh, that was annoying. Okay, we can't let that happen. We need to make it so that we go from vent cover to vent cover, and then we jump onto the lip of the vent that we need to head into. And that's basically the only thing that lets us complete this without me having to add that floor back. Yeah, there we are. There we are. Yes. Also, some vents, like you just saw there, some vents' roof doesn't work. There we are, 1:15. That means that the time worked. Now I'm going to save again because this is quite a difficult area with, you know, absolutely fucking nothing. So I don't really know where I'm going. Yeah, we're not meant to skip that. Oh shit. That might be a problem actually. That really might be a problem. So it's giving me the mission update there. Oh fuck. I'm done for here. Where's the staircase up to it? This is like a really big problem. Maybe I can enter through here. Sorry, exit. Oh my god, it worked. Kind of. Okay. Maybe we can jump over it or jump around. I don't know if I need to do pizza bot. Oh no, I do still need to do it. Okay. Right. I need to remember add source. As you can probably tell, PizzaBot is a big difficulty for me because with no textures and half the visible model is gone, I have no idea where or what anything is, which wouldn't be a problem if I had no time limit. But luckily for me, I had done this a handful of times, so I could probably remember what I... Oh, he's watching a walkthrough. I need to go back because I had this memorized and now I've forgotten it. That, if I remember correctly, yes, I might be able to get this. That fumble with the source was a bit worrying. There we are. And then I think it's just this here. Wait. Come on, please be enough time. That was worrying. I definitely overestimated the difficulty of other sections in this. 100%. I hope this doesn't screw over everything. We've already had that mission. So, is this already going to be unlocked? Oh, this may be difficult. I think, okay, I know what I'm going to do. And then, instead of actually alerting Chica, I'm just going to waltz in. I think that's fine. She hasn't spawned, so if I think if I just... Where the fuck am I? Okay, I was about to say, why is that not deloaded yet? Why? What the fuck? don't know where to go. Ah. Ah. Okay, there we are. Right, we could probably just run. Go, 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 go. Run! Please? Yes! That worked. I'm so surprised that worked. There's so many missing textures. And just no objects. So, oh my, that was blinding. We've reached 2 AM. This is a giant step in the right direction. Am I stuck? Oh, it's still the cutscene. We now need to get to Rockstar Road. No, not Rockstar Road. Roxy Raceway, which is just over here. I will say, Feather Blast was one of the most difficult places. Dude, I'm saying this about every single place, but it was annoying to try and work. I could just jump. No! Freddy! No! Okay, let's get to the backstage pass. I know, right? Do you want to say hi to the camera? She didn't like that. She didn't respond. I'm gonna have to go to all of these places later and grab any gifts I can find. You prick! Where am I? No, 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 no. Oh my god. The backstage, I can't see anything that's happening. And what that means is that I literally cannot see where Freddy is. So while juggling shocking the doors that the animatronics are at, I also need to press every single button. I mean, you'll see that soon. It will probably take a whole day by itself. Okay, as long as I don't get jump scared by one of the staff bots, we should be alright. Great, great, great. You fucking bitch. You don't see me. I don't think I can be got here, but I don't want to risk. If I remember correctly, I could be just completely wrong, but it was quite annoying trying to get out of here. Oh no, that's easy as hell. Backstage had the potential to be the worst part of this playthrough, because while normally all you have to do is see where Freddy is and let him through the gates with a button while electrocuting the other animatronics or whatever you do. But if we look back in my test runs, I had to despawn all the animatronics and ring around the Rosie, pressing every single button before the timer ran out, so I could potentially survive, because all of the monitors just had no textures at all. And if we had to do that with animatronics, it would have been awful. But thankfully, some files that were deleted between the testing and the actual playthrough lined up perfectly. Right, we've actually got a save here. So even if I fall out of bounds, pretty good. So, okay. If we go like that and then we boom, boom. So, you don't think, do you? Okay, I saved. So I'm gonna try that. Performance disc. Okay, I can't. They haven't appeared. This is a bit of a Come on then, Freddy. I guess that worked. Yeah, there he is. Showtime is a very welcome chill section, other than needing to be careful with heading to the atrium. But other than that, there weren't any problems, but instead very helpful strategies. Let me try and get to the atrium. Am I able to save at all? That's what I'm worried about. I didn't really look. Oh, I guess we're in the atrium. What the hell? Right, let's save over here. Am I like trapped or something? It's like there's some bits blocked off, as you can see by those gates there. But that doesn't really matter when there's half the floor gone. Textures were screwed. Huh. Wow. But we can get through here now. So that's way easier than I thought it would be. And I'm so happy we don't have to do it like I thought it would be. Is it gonna be Chica here? No, that's Roxy. This is not good. Why can't I get up? Hello? Oh wait, there's like barriers there. But it's really cool to know that this is the Freddy that follows you down under. I always thought it was the one on the cameras. Has Freddy fallen down to the bottom? That's what I'm wondering. Cause that isn't a flaw. The elevator button works, but yeah, he has. Who the fuck are you pointing? Oh, you're pointing to. He does that? I'm not gonna be able to get here, am I? Oh, I am. Oh, I can't save? Oh, do I need to go there? I see him. Yep, there he Oh no, he's still there. No, maybe it is the cameras. Wait, can I get there? What is that? My head hits it. I can't hide anywhere. I can't look at any cameras. Do you think if I go to the lobby, it'll deload every enemy? Nope, it still keeps those two loaded. What was that? What was that? No, what was that? Like, is that because it was all deloaded? So she just decided to fucking shoot towards me. That, what? Okay. Okay, now I'm safe, I think. I'm gonna still gonna crouch. Oh no, she sees me. Okay, I'm safe. Safe from one of them. This could be bad. Cause she gets like, she AFK. Okay, everyone's down there now. Oh, wait, I just realized Chica's broken. I really don't know what I did to break Chica this much. I feel like I can just... I'm gonna just go around the same way I did before. Because these guys can't get me now. Okay, I need to try and remember how to do this. Now, while starting showtime and heading back to the elevator was really easy due to the deleted files, this is where that comes back to bite me, because the elevator has no floor, so we end up just falling through. And originally I thought it would be fine, as even though we don't have a place we can easily leave, we can wedge ourselves using the railing and Freddy to just jump over any invisible barriers that block us. And I was able to do that in my testing runs in sections that weren't this one, because the only issue with this place is that once we press the button, which is needed for us to trigger the new time, Freddy starts to walk towards the ramp, which is one of, if not the only place we can't wedge jump at because of the overhang. And while initially it seems like we can move Freddy, no amount of pushing can move him enough. But if nothing works, what can we do? Well, it's sad to say, but we need to add some type of asset back. And while this is a big choice, what I'm going to choose is the button podium, because if we make the jump onto that podium, we can press the button and then ride on the podium until we reach the ground, which then means we can jump high enough to get over the railing. I think I did it. I did it. Come on, let me up, let me up, let me up, let me up. Let me up. Okay, there's an opportunity for this to be really good. I've added back this podium, so it's like, okay, and then we go around and boom. Oh wait, are we even gonna be able to get out? Nice, okay, we can do it now. That took way too long. Boom, done. Now we just need to... Oh, thank fuck. We need to get a run up from this bit. Boom. That was hours of my life I will not get back. There's a way to get in, right? Yeah. We're gonna get map botted. Ah! Before we can access Freddy and parts and service, we need to run through a section with a ton of enders, which to me is one of the most annoying parts of the game, but it's also one of the only challenging places in the game. Not only because when testing, the enders were just blatantly moving while I was looking at them. Hey, he was moving when I was looking at him. Cheaters. But also because due to the lack of animation blueprints, my screen was 90% full of scaled up endo textures. So I was dreading this area, understandably. Can this guy get me? Oh fuck, I forgot. I forgot that the worst part about this section when I first did it. Oh, it's gonna be Music Man as well now. Or not. I see the place we can get the security badge. Can we just go right through? Oh, we most definitely can. I want to see if I could do that though. I'm gonna give it a couple more attempts. Ooh. Okay, so Mini Music Man was there. Oh my god, we made it. No way could we get this. Oh. Unless... Wait, is this just... Maybe this is the only button I need to press. Oh, it is nice. Nice. Get through, get through, get through, get through. That's incredibly fucking terrifying. Right. That was so... I'm so happy that I was able to skip that. Okay, this part might ruffle some people's feathers. So, as you can tell, parts of service is a bit fucked. But the main reason I can't do it on this version without colours. Technically, it's possible. But it's kind of like... it's kind of like my FNAF 6 low percent video. That's technically possible to do glitchless. This is technically possible to do without the colors or materials or whatever. But statistically, it's for all of these, it's not gonna happen. So you can understand how impossible this would be. Let me explain the combinations I have to complete while technically being blind and deaf, so I can't see or hear any cues. The power upgrade contains a 1 in 24 chance, and it's a combination of 4 across 4 colors that can't be the same, and that's followed by a Simon Says combination of 4 across 4 colors, and that can use duplicate colors, which is a 1 in 256 chance. So to just do the power upgrade, there are 6,144 combinations, or if you're guessing randomly, that gives you a 1 in 6,144 chance. And then to install the claws, you need to do the first half of this 8 combination, and that needs to be done twice, and each of those are a 1 in 1,680 chance. And then you need to do the next 4, which means it's another 1 in 24 chance each. And then the final memory combination is a length of 5, and that is a 1 in 1,024 chance. And then if you put that all together, it gives you the chance to do the claws at a staggering 1 in 1,664,719,257,600. And then for the voice box, this changes slightly because removing and adding the voice box is a 1 in 25,401,600 chance in total. And that, in addition with the Simon Says, makes this a 1 in 26,011,238,400 chance. And that's, well, being way better than the claws is still ridiculous, especially as we're doing every ending. And then finally, for the eyes, you need to do the first half of the 8 combination and the latter end, which together is a 1 in 1,625,702,400 to just exchange the eyes. And then combining that with the 1 in 4,096 for the Simon Says gives this a 1 in 6,658,877,030,400 chance. So you might be able to guess it right, but I am not doing that legit. So I think it's fair if keeping everything how it is, and then I just add colors. If I just add the shading assets back, I think it's fair. I think it's fair game. If you guys don't like that I'm doing it this way, fair enough. But I think this is a fair place for me to add back shading assets. So I'm going to do that quickly. We're literally doing this because it's technically possible to do it, but it's just going to be very difficult. Nice. Perfect. Okay, let's save again. That was weird. I had to left click to move my fucking camera. So now it's time for the party pass, and I'm going to do Phaser Blast because, believe it or not, but I have not tested out Monty's area. Because these elevators work. We also have to follow these pipes to make sure we don't fall into the void. Can we go in here? Oh, we can. A lot of these elevators just teleport you. Like this one. And also apparently move you. I imagine it's way cleaner in the actual game. I'm going to get Freddy back by going into this recharge station. So we're going to... Oh. We're going to go right past Roxy. Get out of my room or something like that. This time we're going to have Music Man in events because why wouldn't we? Like, actually, why wouldn't we? I don't think anything else will have to be added or like changed at all when I get to Phaser Blast, because I've mapped that one out quite efficiently because we need it for the Vanny ending. It was so difficult to get the fucking vent working in the first place. Or sorry, the ending working. Also, I can't use a feather blaster. And neither can the staff bots. There we are. Boom. We're going to head over to Feather Blast now. Is there no, there's no more, all the staff bots have gone as soon as I got the 4 AM. I'm also gonna save right here so that I don't screw this up at all by like dying to Freddy or something. Oh, okay. Can I just jump through here? Ooh, no. Freddy. Simple way to get through. Wait, how did you, okay. Cool, can we go through now? Yeah, I used to have an issue in this where it wouldn't let me actually go through this elevator. Now before I explain the issues that I had with Feather Blast, let me quickly discuss an issue that I mentioned in the beginning and slightly mentioned just then, where the party pass just would not go in my inventory. Because at this point, I don't think I have a single idea on why it didn't go into my inventory, but at the end it ended up working for some reason. There's so many files that I've added in between, so it could have been any one of them. So if we don't walk through the walls, we should be able to get to this. Let's start this. There's no UI, I just realised. Oh shit, Chica's here. I forgot she existed, if I'm being honest. Wait, I can just call Freddy, can't I? Oh my god, I can. Hi Freddy, hi Freddy. I was able to delete a file that makes it so that Freddy can't be called here. Right, that should be that one done. Let me in. I fixed the issue, and it wasn't the model. It literally the UI is the main reason that works. Like, why the fuck is it the UI? Apart from the issues I was having with actually winning and getting to Vanny's room, Feather Blast as a whole was the easiest thing I'd ever seen, mostly because of a couple files I deleted, one of which being the prevention for me calling Freddy in. And that means even though Chica spawns, I could just get into Freddy if it ever gets near to me. So after this, it's killing Chica. Okay, I think we're safe. Yeah, we're safe. Good. It's the crazy thing is that like I got all endings to work except for the Vanny ending, and that's all because of all because of this vent right here. This is the reason that the Vanny ending took me so long, because I just couldn't get that elevator to work. If I didn't have to physically see Vanny's room to get the ending, I would have saved so much time and files in this challenge, because with the files we do have, the only way to possibly get to it is through this vent in the winner's room, and that's only accessible through the elevator at the end, which while I would love to avoid adding, was needed because I spent hours of testing, way more than the 3 I have recorded, trying to find a bypass, but this is one of the most strict areas in this whole game somehow. So sadly, I had to bend the knee and add back the elevator, but only the floor was needed, which was one of the very specific Feather Blast files that didn't say anything about floors or elevators. But let's just continue to me actually winning. Now that we've done that, we need to go grab the security badge and the bowling pass. Then we can get Monty's weird goo and then murder Chica. He wasn't there! I still can't get over that ghost Freddy that I saw in the first video. That was the trippiest thing I've ever fucking seen. I'm gonna bring Freddy in probably. How do you normally go down to the kitchen? Oh fuck, is this fine? Okay, cool. You don't need to put a no jumping strat. I don't know if you can get jump scared by the endos while you're in Freddy. Dude, the scariest part of this game is this whole animation blueprint thing. That's the main reason these are fucking giant. I don't know why it does that. I'm out of bounds. I don't know why it does that, but it's terrifying. There's an elevator to get down. I forgot about that. Yeah, okay, we can get in here. Easy. Oh, stress-free way to get down here. We need to go back here, I just remembered, yeah. Hopefully, we should just be able to... Oh, that Chica is there. Can I get in? Boom! And that is 1 out of the 2, I guess, animatronics I need to kill for one of the endings. We are blasting through this. I've seen so many places and ways that this could go so wrong. Like, if I had to juggle all the camera buttons and the door buttons in backstage, that would have been horrible. But I'm really happy that I could literally just... Oh, wait. Perfect. But I'm really happy I could just basically skip the whole thing. I'm surprised it worked. The sewers was a place absolutely stripped of everything, and while that made most of it really easy, there were a few areas that were quite problematic only in the main playthrough, but before those there was one area overall that caused me an issue because this specific floor was always missing from the sewers. And once again, it was another random file which said nothing about a floor. Oh, okay, this is a bit where it could get dicey. It's this part specifically. Oh. There we are. Oh, I just didn't go the right way. Dude, I don't know what I'm doing. Is this the way out? I don't fucking know anymore. Oh. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna quit. I don't know what I did there. Right, can we actually leave this now? Okay, cool. I went the right way this time. From what I... Can I move? How do I... Can I... Oh. Yes. Please. Please. Yeah. No way. We actually escaped. What? Do I have to go here, maybe? I meant to... Okay, that was way easier than it probably should have been. Boom! Now, I don't really have any clue where I'm going. Oh no. Okay, so we have to go like this way. Okay, that dip there, that is the... This may take a few attempts. No! I wasn't sprinting. Okay, dude. Okay, just sprinting and jumping work there. Yeah, Chica is nowhere to be found at the moment. But what I do hope is that I can just... We go look towards that bit. Keep walking this way. And then get to around here and jump to there. We've got a plan. Hopefully it fucking works. Right, this time don't fall in the fucking void. I did it. Holy shit. I'm gonna go and save again because I do not want to do that again. Hopefully that was the hardest part of this. I can press this. This pathway right here was something that was really annoying to do. Go. You can now leave. This is the vanny part, isn't it? Yeah. Prick can't even get up the fucking stairs. Wow. Star Fox Solo's really cool. They should add sticky notes to this place. Don't really know where I can go. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go up this elevator, if I'm being honest. Don't leave me behind. The elevator is the only way back to the atrium, but the floor just doesn't work, which is why when I was entering the kitchen, it just let me fall straight through. And the difference now though, is that this may just completely prevent us from continuing the run just because of where we saved. It got to the point where I was trying to find the floor for this elevator so I could actually use it, but the solution was already there. Because if you go to the other side of this elevator door, the area just loads in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add back that elevator. Okay, I'll be back. I'm so happy that worked. Oh, it's because the other side doesn't have anything. This is where you enter from to initially go down that elevator. Holy shit. Okay, now time to go back down to parts and service and mend good old Freddy up with a new voice or something, making him sound annoying. Gregory! Rate the impression, guys. Yeah, we could just do that. Just use Freddy as just use Freddy and the invisible handrail to wedge jump. Oh yeah, I forgot it does this. Let's head back to the atrium. I'm not completely sure how many items we need for the VIP ending, because then I need to make sure that we can actually access that many presents. And from what I've seen already, there's quite a few that we can access, which is giving me hope. Anyways, we're already here at Roxy's Raceway. I didn't realise just how empty this was. Holy. We do need Freddy's thing though for this gate up here. You can probably go past it actually. Oh yeah, that's easy. We're gonna grab this, which is the dance pass. Yeah. And then we're gonna go pick up the head. I think those are the only two things we need. You can see it by this T-posing missing. Where am I wrong? Oh no, I'm not. Oh, what am I saying? I'm never wrong. Hi, Freddy! Where the fuck are you going? Go back. Come back! Freddy! Dude, he is determined to fuck off. What is wrong with him? Okay, let's head up to the arcade. This bit doesn't work, if I'm being honest. This is the elevator that we enter to get to the arcade. And that's the one we leave. So the best way to do this is by, oh fuck, is by not doing that. Basically, if we jump in the same direction I did just then, but actually pause and wait for it to load in, we will be at the arcade. And speaking of the arcade, if you don't know why we need this, for us to beat Roxy, we need to drive this race car into her, but as we're only a child, it means we need an instructor, and the only one available is one without a head. And that's why we picked this detached one up, so that we can fix it in the arcade, which I don't know why that's there. But then we can go and kill Roxy and get our first endings. Perfect. Oh! Oh, hi, Freddy. That makes this 10 times easier. There we are. Oh, right. This is going to be really, really annoying. This lever over here. That's a struggle. But I technically don't need to deal with that right now. Okay, we can still use them. Good. Doesn't look like there's any DJ music, man, though. DJ. Boom. Normally music band would be here, but I thought I remembered in my first, when I was testing this, that he didn't spawn in the chase. And I guess he just doesn't spawn at all. Yeah, there we are. Because if I remember correctly, I think it was just there. There we are. Oh, I can't move. Oh. Don't really know what's chasing me, but it's like It Follows, or whatever that was. But only one person can see it. Maybe Freddy can. Nope. There we are. So now we press that button. There we are. Cool. Perfect. I think I could just. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. It worked. That just didn't look real. And now I just need to get back to Roxy Raceway, and then we can get our first ending. I'm gonna start off with the easy endings and just get the escape one first. I think I'm gonna do Princess Quest last. I think I'd rather not do that, just in general, but we can't. Right, let's go and throw this head on the cart over here. Here we go. Perfect. Look at this amazing cutscene. I am driving on thin air. Whoa, there's literally nothing here. Yeah, that's true, isn't it awesome? There's Roxy's eyes. This area is only doable using the pounce animation from Shattered Roxy, because that's the only way to break this door, and that has the functionality. The only reason this might be difficult though is that due to there being invisible distractions that I wasn't sure if they worked, and hiding spots that don't exist, I was not the most confident. Right. Go on, Roxy. I walked into that one. Yeah, get fucked. Anyways, I don't know if it's down there. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea how to enter that after the ending. I've tested the elevator works and the gates work. Nothing about getting there. What? They're there. Come back! Repairing Freddy with Foxy's eyes is the only way to trigger the escape sequence, which is where we can get all the endings. But while I was doing this, I was for some reason unable to click the stay option and have that work. But you'll see soon how I did end up fixing this after I'd got all the endings. So most of them were just bypassed by that, in quotation mark, restriction. We will need to head to the exit with the colours on. But when we get to the exit, and it hits 6 AM, it'll give us an autosave, and then we can just head back. Oh no, not the last Freddy repair, we still have the claws. But anyways, the eyes. Perfect. Oh, we can actually look now. Boom. Right, let's head to the exit now. Follow the lines, elevator up. I'm happy I chose to do it this way, because then it actually shows, even with shading, that it's incredibly broken and still functions. Oh, I can actually see all the presents and stuff. That's really good. I'm worried messages are gonna be needed. I hope not, but you can never be too safe. I'll go over Princess Quest and why I'm doing it last when I get to it, but I just don't want to think about it for now. And here we are. Ending number 1. I don't know at what time it auto saves, so we'll do the leave ending now. Oh, do the escape ending. Right. Ending number 1. That is the majority of the playthrough. Let's load back up into the other one. Yes. So let's do Vanny. This one is going to be a bit harder. I can't really deal with the other 2 animatronics. And I can't call Freddy because of, obviously, this. Oh, it's even less stuff that I remember. Oh, oopsie. What if I just brute force it? Just go as fast as possible. We can't hide anywhere in it either. Oh my god. I shouldn't have done that. I'm so fucking dumb. I don't know why it's so difficult for me to... It's not even my fault. I'm walking towards it and it's like, oh, okay, well, you're going in the void now. Okay, it's mostly it's mostly not my fault. I don't know where I'm going. Where am I going? This way? Nope, I guess not. Okay, I actually can't. I need to map this out. I need to map this out. I think I did it. That's 2 out of the 6 endings we need to do. I'm happy we've been able to do that so far. The other 4 are going to be way worse. I've hit a bit of a... It's not really a brick wall, but basically, it doesn't seem like I can stay. Because when I tried to press the option before, my game froze and I couldn't do anything. I think I'm going to have to... I think I'm going to have to go through each ending before 6 AM. Great. Alright. Because I can't do anything anymore. I fixed the issue that I've been... Because I've been editing the video and I fixed the issue where it couldn't let me actually stay. We actually can go through... Again, it was a fucking audio. But we can now go into Freddy's chest. And everything like that. So that means we could do all the repairs, and then we can do the Atom fight. I'm not gonna do it here because I didn't add shading, but just know it is possible. Okay. The third ending I'm going to is the fire escape ending, and to get this we need to get around 39 collectibles, some of which just didn't count for some reason, and then we can leave through the prize counter. Okay. I need to find... How many is it? Okay, you need 39 gifts in total. This may take a bit of time for me. I never realized that there was a security badge here. Even in my original playthrough, I literally just passed that and went straight on to the ending of the game. I'm gonna save it in a new place because I still didn't pick up the security badge, and one of the endings requires level 7 security. So all I need to do is I just need to pick up that security badge and then pick up another one. Right. Come on, this is gotta be it, right? Yeah! That is another ending. Damn, I'm flying through these. I didn't think it would be that easy to find that many items. I thought I was gonna be doomed without Roxy's eyes, but guess not. Guess we're completely good. Let's leave. Perfect. That's another ending done. We now just have the Afton ending, Princess Quest, and the van ending. The van ending is the next one I'm going for, and it's much easier than the other two. Definitely. I don't think I've actually seen this one fully. It's time to end this. Oh no, I have seen this one fully. The fourth ending I'm going for is the loading dock ending, and all I need to do for this is get level 7 security, which I can easily get from the arcade and one other area. Alright, I am here to get the... which ending? Oh yeah, van ending. I've been looking around for what security badges I can get, and other than this one obviously, because I always forget about this. I think I mentioned it earlier, but even in my original playthrough, I did not get this security badge. But anyways, there are a few others we can get to. Okay, we need to head to El Chips. I did go to this path on my original playthrough, so I kind of know what to expect, I guess. So it's gonna give me a timer. Okay, we can. Nice. Oh fuck, okay. I forgot it does that. The two bigger endings that I need to get with the Afton and Princess Quest, they're both ones that I'm quite worried to try and get, because if I'm not gonna be able to click stay, I don't know how possible they should be. This is not gonna work, I don't think. I'm gonna pretend it is. Why is only one of them saying it? Okay, not anymore. We've got 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Don't know why it's such a weird number. Oh, no. Hi, Monty. This is kind of working, I guess. Okay, they just left. Watch this. Don't watch that. Boom! Easy. Easy. Boom. What charger do you think Freddy takes? USB-C? HSBC? Triple A's? Like A or whatever that is. Oh, car battery. Greedy prick. Today we beat Afton. The plan is that we're going to just beat Monty and then head to Afton. We don't, if we have to add the upgrades, then I'll do so. But I don't know if we do. The Afton ending is very chaotic in this playthrough. all because at this point I didn't have staying fixed, and that meant I tried to repair Freddy with Monty's claws before 6 AM, which never worked for some weird reason. And then while in a normal playthrough you'd be able to get past both gates and go down to Afton, I instead, as staying still didn't work, tried to get past the barrier requiring Monty by jumping around it, which didn't work, and in the end I just ended up walking off the edge. But that did bring me to the generator area, which basically just skipped the elevator wait. Before any of that, let me show you the Monty boss fight, as it's quite important for this ending. Alright, so we're here now and we can just walk through. There's no walls there, which is the biggest thing. And as well as there not being any walls there, there's nothing here. But we can still walk. We can still head right to the vent. This is one of the areas that for some reason didn't load at this point. I don't know why that didn't happen. I'm trying to remember. But that was the only difficulty I really had getting into this place. And if it's still the same from my testing, this is going to be the freest Monty kill I think I've ever seen, where Monty still spawns. So there's no way we're reaching this, but it doesn't really matter, because we could just do that. Hang on for dear life on the air. This is terrifying. Oh boy. I do hope he doesn't just despawn. Okay, I thought he despawned. I think I'm wrong. The only difficult thing about this boss fight is trying to figure out where to shoot. Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! Dude, piss off. Why is he in fighting mode? Who is this guy? Holy shit. Yeah, I don't know where he went. I was getting like chased around really. Oh, he's there. There we are. Yeah, get fucked. Oh, get fucked. We can't see Monty. Monty doesn't exist anymore. Okay, we got his claws. And now this. This may be an issue, because either we're able to bypass at least Roxy's gate, or it's Jova. So yeah, we could definitely get past Chica's gate. That's a definite. Monty's gate we can also get past if we want to go and repair Freddy with Monty's claws. Let's hope that this works now. Oh my god. What is happening? No. Something is fucked. Something is fucked. Yeah, it's fucked. I feel like it's fair if I could just fall out. If I could just fall out the void and reach it, but I don't see what the issue is, if I'm being honest. Alright, so turn on this generator. Get in the chargy. Is there a save here? I don't know. Yeah, there we are. Just wanted to quickly show what the Afton cutscene looks like because there is so little amount of textures, and also because I'm pretty sure it's a thumbnail at this point, so it'll be rude not to show it. Right, so my strat for this is that there's no desks here or anything, so I can technically just stand here, and then anytime an animatronic comes, they're not gonna be able to catch me as long as I run quick enough to the other desks. Are you staring at me? Also, you can see Afton if he, or you could at least. I don't know if it's still here. Oh, okay. Oh, we did it. Wow, okay, that's nice. That's the Afton ending done. That means we have a singular ending left, but what is probably the hardest, which is Princess Quest. Isn't it autumn? Anyways. So I'm gonna run it back. Princess Quest is one of the only endings I have not only never done myself, but also I haven't ever seen it played fully. And while that by itself is bad, with the lowest amount of files, you could basically see nothing. In some sections there's no environment, no background, no music, and most things are just white boxes. But to get this ending, we need to beat all 3 Princess Quests. The first, which is in Roxy's salon, the second, which is in the arcade, and then the final one, which is in Vanny's room, which you can only do after pressing the Vanny ending. And I'll let you know now, I am not going to be able to describe what I'm doing in each of them, because even with all the textures, I don't know a single bit about them. I know where all the arcade machines are, and you may have seen some random ones dotted around the place, and that's just because I needed those for this one to actually, like, work. One of them has the worst bit, which is the maze with that lit foxy or whatever it is, and that I'm terrified for. That took me so long when I was testing, and you'll see why it took me long when it gets to it. But for now, let's beat the first machine. Now, if I'm being honest, I most likely will need to search up a tutorial for some of these, because I do not remember or don't really know any walkthroughs of these. But let's go. Yeah, so currently we can't do much. Oh, I forgot, yeah. The lanterns you need to light are very unlanterny. What the fuck is this? Hey, piss off. Personal space. Ever heard of it? No, it's not. Oh, please, yes. And the UI is very complete. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Oh, this is the difficult part. I forgot. Don't hurt me. Don't fucking hurt me. Come on. Fuck. What am I missing? No, look. Pointing out like a... Oh, I forgot this one. Hadoi. I can't believe I'm currently doing this at a singular heart. Fuck. I'm gonna have to look at a walkthrough. Yeah, come on. Let me out of this shit, Al. Okay, we need to go this way. And which way do we go? Right. We got to this part. So which one's first? Right, bottom right, middle. Yep. There we are. I think this is Princess Quest 1 done. Yeah, it is. Perfect! I hear you, man. This second one is in the arcade. Oh, there we are. This one is in the hall where the Music Man chase happens. Yes, it is. Right, time to look for a walkthrough. Oh my, yeah, I forgot. This one is even... Now, I know I wasn't going to say much about the Princess Quests, but this was probably the second worst thing in this whole challenge. The worst thing is coming up in the third Princess Quest, but this bit, I had to find a specific door with no environment, literally nothing. There was one bit that you could actually see something, and that was some rocks that you have seen already, but I spent 20 minutes of constantly restarting this Princess Quest to try and get it done, and I just got so annoyed. But I'm just going to skip to the end of this section so you don't need to go through the pain that I had to go through. This is not as bad as I remember it. Like, this is actually the worst thing I've ever done. Okay. I can't see this room. Okay, so I need to get a key from the middle. Oh, I forgot this one. There we are, I think. Yes. Right, and then we just go back to the first room and go up. Okay, we've got a bit more. I don't know where to go. We go down. I can actually see things. That's an improvement, a giant improvement. There we are. Whatever that was. Okay, perfect. And now we're done with Princess Quest Dose. Okay, so now we need to go and repair Freddy, add Roxy's eyes to him. But then we need to make sure that we choose a specific option and then go to the Vanny ending when we're back onto this one. Crazy how this whole pedestal here for this button was the only way we were able to get to one of the times. Alright, it is literally just Princess Quest 3, and once that's done, all the endings are over. It's kind of mad to think about that, but I am dreading this one. The hard part might be getting up to Vanny. Well, we've done it before, so it can't be that bad. Fuck. Okay, cool. Good. Yeah. Go! Boom. Okay. This one is worrying. Okay, here's the door. Now the worst part is top left, but I don't want to do that yet. This bit is also really annoying. Right, yeah, nice. I forgot how to do this bit. Wait, these guys can move? Okay, so it's just here. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, that worked. I always used to die there. Here is the issue. So now we've got this doll. So from now on, this gets worrying. So in Princess Quest 3, there's a maze. If you've played Help Wanted 1's DLC, sorry, you will know what maze I'm referring to, but it's got the fiery foxy in it. And that one is what is basically in this top bit over here. But the issue is that, as you can see, there's no fucking things, and Foxy is just, he can walk through walls, as you'll be able to see very soon. And you were able to see by him going, you know, right past me. He's camping the fucking chest. He's probably camping it, fam. And he's not nice. He's just fucking following me. Like, what am I meant to do? And then you have to start from the beginning and do it all over again. It's just so annoying because I have no idea where the hell I'm going. Meanwhile, Foxy can fucking walk through the whole thing just willy-nilly. No! I can't do anything! Fuck off, please. Leave me alone! Find a new child or something. That sounds off. No, okay. Oh, he's shut. This might be my one and only chance. Is by just oh my god, he somehow got through. He somehow got through the. What am I actually meant to do? No, please. I just need to do everything else now without dying. No. Wait. Okay, actually, no, what do I do? No way! Thank fuck. That was awful. Right. I think That is now every single ending. Done and dusted. It's Vanessa holding the door open. There we go. Thank you for watching, I guess. I don't really know how to end this video. But thanks for watching. Subscribe and I'll see you the next time. I don't know.